2025 meeting of our SAC committee for the Sanibel School. The time is 2:20, and this meeting is called to order. I will be acting as the presiding officer, along with Ms. Kathy Dupree-Bruno, until the members of our committee have been chosen as far as membership, chair, vice chair, secretary, and DAC member. At which time the newly elected chair will be taking over as the presiding officer of this meeting.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Kathy Dupree-Bruno. I'm the school board attorney and the general counsel for the school district. And part of my job is to help with Roberts Rules of Order, any type of other issues that may arise, and I do a lot of work with the school board along those lines. What I'm going to ask is everybody to please come on this side and as front forward as you possibly can, because it's going to be easier for us to be able to count the votes. Your agenda has been handed out. And the first thing that we're going to do actually is to have public comment first. Does everybody have an agenda? Okay, the first thing that we're going to do is to have public comment. We're going to follow how the board normally does it. For this particular meeting, because this is a SAC meeting, it's a little different than an official school board meeting, we're going to allow 30 minutes for public comment. 3 minutes if there are 10 speakers, 2 minutes if there are 15, and 1 minute if there's like 30 people that actually want to speak. So at this time, is there anybody that would like to speak and make a public comment on this agenda for today? Yes, ma'am.
Hold this in with them, please.
Maybe could you please state your name?
Absolutely.
Hi, Jude Sinkowski, parent. I'm here as a parent who has been actively involved with the Sanibel School Advisory Council for several years. For the record, I would like to volunteer to serve on the School Advisory Council. I value this school and want to remain involved in supporting our students and community. However, I must also respectfully object to the way this election is being conducted. The process does not appear to follow the procedures outlined in the approved SAC bylaws. I am participating today under protest and reserve my right to raise these concerns with the appropriate oversight agencies. My goal is not to disrupt, but to ensure that parent participation and SAC operations remain transparent and compliant with law and policy. Thank you.
And then for the record, this meeting has been properly noticed, and that is open to the public, and minutes will be taken. Is there anybody who's going to be on the screen here? Can we put that up here? Is there anyone? How many people are online? Just one individual? Okay. Is there anybody else that would like to make a comment? Yes.
Hi, hello. Wow. Big one. Chip Welch. I'm a parent of a student here. I don't really know what there was some kind of election done electronically and then it got voided. I haven't ever had it explained to me why that got voided, what was wrong with the first election. I've heard it said that this procedure here that we're having today violates the bylaws. I'd like to understand if staff have reviewed the bylaws and if they find that we're being compliant, because I want to comply with all the rules and the bylaws as we go through the election. Thanks.
So Florida law will trump anything that's within a bylaw. And so what we are doing now is that we're properly following Florida law 286.011, and this is the way that we're going to be moving forward today. We want to make sure that a few things happen, that the meetings are open, that people have an opportunity to speak prior to, that minutes are taken, and that we're able to move forward with an election that everybody has an opportunity to participate in. Is there something in particular that you feel is being violated with regards to the bylaws?
The only thing I can think of is that we were supposed to have elections earlier than there was a set time in the bylaws for having elections.
And ma'am, you're the one who actually said that you had an objection and that you felt that there was a violation. You want to explain to me what your position is?
Well, I've emailed you numerous times regarding this. In May of 2024, we were given a directive from the district to revise our bylaws to be compliant with state statute and with district policy. So I, as SAC chair at the time, took time to make sure it was compliant with state statute and with policy. We voted on these bylaws. It was a unanimous vote at that meeting, and there was a quorum at that meeting also. The bylaws state that for the election, the names of parents willing to serve on the SAC will be listed on a ballot which will be distributed to all parents who will vote on the nominees.
Okay. And that is a provision that you're concerned about? Is that Alex?
Yes.
Okay. So pursuant to the Attorney General opinions with regards to Sunshine Law, you cannot have ballots. You need to have an opportunity for everybody to be able to see and understand the vote. So you need to raise your hands, you need to say aye or nay, it needs to be recorded. So you can't write things down on a ballot because you could have an issue with regards to, you can have an issue where allegations of secret ballots or secret votes and those types of things occur, and that's what we're trying to avoid, and that's pursuant to Florida law and as well as the Sunshine Manual from the Attorney General's office. All right, so are we ready now for the vote, Madam Chair? Yeah.
Could we know as parents what happened since the previous vote that led to this revote, and what information has been made public?
Absolutely. So there was a concern that was raised with regards to whether or not the vote was done properly. Out of an abundance of caution, we're going to re-vote today to ensure that any clerical or technical errors or allegations of errors that may have occurred is completely neutralized and cannot be used to invalidate your vote. So that's why we're doing this over again, just to make sure that we're doing it properly and that we have set it up the right way so you can have a successful year.
What was made public? Because I think there were some Freedom of Information Acts that were, like from the previous vote, I believe some information was made public. I just want the parents to know.
There was a public record request for the Google information for emails to see who voted and when they voted.
That's what I'm talking about in terms of having ballots that are not open where everybody can see how everybody's voting. If you ever have an opportunity to watch the school board meetings, and sometimes they can be quite entertaining, you'll see that the board actually votes in public and everybody knows how that board member voted. That's part of what is required for law. Okay? Any other questions that I can answer today? I'm happy to answer any questions before we start. Okay, any other concerns about the bylaws? Okay, and like I said, Florida statute will trump any bylaw, and that's what has occurred. All right, so at this time, it's my understanding that you're going to have 6 parents who will actually become voting members of your SAC committee. So what I would like to do for this particular election is we're going to take the first 6 names. Once we have taken the first 6 names, we will vote on those 6 names to see if it passes. And I'm going to use Robert's Rules of Order to be able to help us conduct our election, okay? So at this time, I would like to have individuals who would like to participate, and then for the 6 individuals, please raise your hand.
May I ask a question, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Why 6?
It's my understanding that based on your numbers from your rest of your committee, that it's about 6 people that you're supposed to have. Is there another number that you think it's supposed to be?
Again, our bylaws state a minimum of 5 parents, maximum of 12 parents.
And then I think you also have other individuals that make up that committee, correct?
Teachers, staff, and community members.
Okay, so I believe together, that's where you're gonna get, what is it, Jennifer, 12?
Yes, so
12.
13, we also have, business, we have, community members, we have.
Okay. Yes. You would like to volunteer? Your name? Marvin? Marvin Fujiwa.
Ellen Ventura.
Chris Morris.
And basically, Ms. Neely is helping me by the, how quickly put your hand up.
Chip Welch.
Jude Sinkowski, but I have another question.
We're in the middle of the vote.
Okay.
Michelle Walker.
Okay, is that 6? The person online might want to. Is that Dorothy? So, I don't know when Ms. Palmer raised her hand, but I just found, you told me in terms of the individuals that are in the building. She's asking about the number. Okay, so at this time, at least from the vote and the raising of the hands that I was able to ascertain from Ms. Neely, we have 6 individuals here. At this time, can you please restate those names?
Yes, I have, Jude Sinkowski, Chris Morris, Ellen Mesquera, Mark Mesquera, Michelle Walker, Chip Welch, and then,
Ellen's not a parent. I did not know Ellen. Krista Morris is not a parent.
That would be 7. That's within our bylaws to have 7?
if we're going by the first 6, Dorothy would not be in that.
Okay, so we're doing the first 6, because that's what we had indicated. And
I
then-
don't understand, I don't know when she raised her hand online, that seems unfair for the people online.
There's only one person online, and I did not get her name prior to the 6th person. Is that 220?
Point of order, Krista Morris is not a parent of a child in the Sanibel school.
Who's Chris?
I'm an alumni and I'm a community member.
So, yes, and it has to be a parent. So your point of order has been addressed. Okay, so now we actually have 6 people, including the individual online. Principal Les, could you restate those 6 people, please?
Yes, Jude Sinkowski, Ellen Mesquera, Mark Mesquera, Michelle Walker, Chip Welch, and Dorothy Plum.
All right, thank you. All of those individuals continue to want to sit on the election committee, correct? Okay, at this time, is there any opposition to those 6 people being put on the election committee for SAC? There's an objection? Where's the objection?
Am I to say if I disagree with those 6 individuals, or any one of them?
So you vote nay then? Okay, so we have 1 nay vote. Are there any other nay votes? Oh, okay, so let's do it this way since I'm seeing hands go up. All those in opposition, please say nay. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those in opposition, please say nay. Nay. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All right, let me do it by a show of hands. All those in opposition, please raise. All those in opposition, please raise your hand. You can vote. Put your hands up again, please. Okay, all those in favor, raise your hand.
Point of order, there's a teacher and a community member who voted. It should be parents who vote for parents. That is state
Yeah,
statute.
No, well, for parents, that is correct. It should be parents that are voting for parents. Point of order is taken.
That's 9,
9 nay,
yes, without the community, without the.
and how many in favor?
We have
All those in favor, please raise your hand. ayes have it. I will go ahead again and ask for nominations to serve on the election committee. We need 6 individuals. You must be a parent in the school. Please raise your hand. And Ms. Neely, please tell me which direction to go first. Name?
Heather Gonzalez.
Heather Gonzalez.
Michelle Walker.
Michelle Walker. Michelle Walker. Who else?
Because she voted against me the first time, so it's not gonna pass with me on the ballot.
Chip Welch.
Alicia Clark.
Do I have 6 here? All right. Jennifer, can you please read again?
I want to make sure I got, which was it? I didn't confuse where it was first. Okay, Ellen and then Dorothy? Okay. All right, I got Heather Gonzalez, Michelle Walker, Chip Welch, Alicia Clark, Dorothy Plum, and Ellen Rivera.
Okay, so that is the slate. All those in favor of this slate, please raise your hand.
It's up to you. I'm abstaining.
Parents can raise your hands. If you are a parent of a student at the school. All those opposed, please raise your hand. Okay, so we have a majority, and that is your new slate of elected committee members. All right, those individuals will now participate in the nomination and the voting of the actual officers. Okay? Everybody ready? At this, and you can nominate, but they're going to be voting.
Could you repeat that louder? I think I heard it, but.
The entire organization can serve in these capacities.
Okay, so you do not have to be a parent to serve on
As one of these 4 officer positions, chair, vice chair, secretary, and DAC representative. Okay?
Do we know who the other people are?
So, just to make sure that the body is clear, let's do it this way. Let's make sure we identify everybody. All the parents, raise your hands so we can see who the parents are. Okay, community members, raise your hand. A community member. All right, and then teachers, etc. Okay. All right, so that gives you a good gist. Yeah. Does that give you a good gist in terms of who's in the room at this time? All right, so at this time, I will take nominations for SAC chair. I will take nominations for SAC chair. Are there any nominations for SAC chair? Yes, ma'am.
I nominate
Chris Damaris has been nominated. Anybody else? Any other nominations for SAC chair? All right. Hearing no further nominations for a SAC chair, who is Chris Damaris? All right, Ms. Damaris, do you accept to be the SAC chair?
Yes.
All right, Ms. Damaris has been nominated and has been elected the SAC chair by acclamation, meaning nobody opposed her and there were no other nominations. At this time, I will take nominations for vice chair of SAC. Say it again. Mark Vinciguerra. Any other nominations for vice chair of SAC? Any other nominations for vice chair of SAC? Nominations are now closed. Mr. Vinciguerra, are you willing to serve?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, Mr. Vinciguerra has indicated he's willing to serve. There's been no other nominations. Mr. Vinciguerra is the SAC vice chair by acclamation. At this time, I will take nominations for secretary. Anybody want to serve as secretary? Please raise your hand or please nominate somebody. Yes, ma'am?
Emily Wells.
Emily Wells? Okay. Anybody else? Any other nominations for secretary? Seeing no other nominations for secretary, nominations are now closed. Emily Wells, are you willing to serve? As Ms. Wells is willing to serve, she is the secretary by acclamation. At this time, I will take the nominations for DAC representatives, somebody to serve on the DAC committee. Are there any nominations for DAC? Yes, ma'am? Elementary Laura, anybody else? Any other nominations for DAC representative? Seeing no further nominations, nominations are now closed, and Ms. Vinci Guerra has been appointed by acclamation as the DAC representative. So you now have your committee, and you have your chair and vice chair, secretary, and DAC representative. I'll now pass it over to the chair.
Hi, everybody. It's great to be back here at the Sanibel School, and it's awesome to see so many people here. Participation is wonderful. So next on our agenda, okay, we did all the voting. That was our agenda. Okay, so we're gonna close the meeting then, right? Okay, so we're closing the meeting at 2:41. And we'll see you at the next